Well, it is the long-awaited leather inventory, and I'm going to do it a little different this way. There will be timestamps. This is going to be under the chapter heading Exterior Goat, and this is a forest green. It's very soft and supple. I have a limited supply of this, one big old hide, enough for about 3 or 4 Bibles. Very nice leather. Have a blue that is a limited supply. And it is a little more supple than the goat skin we'll get to here in a minute. I have an abundance of this, we've called it Battleship Gray, I believe it is, goat. Black goat, I have only a couple hides here, but I have a pretty good supply of it here at the store I shop at. And I've got a new supply of the Cordovan goat. We call it Cordovan goat. And very nice, consistent, has some grain to it. I got another stash of the navy blue goat. And this is equally supple. It's hard to, I try my best, but it's hard to show whether or not it's not as shiny as the camera's making it out. This isn't. And this is newest thing. I've got several hides of this chocolate brown goat. Now its grain is a little smoother. And it's a little more firm in the hand, if I could say it that way. Not going to wad up like some of them will. Really nice leather, and they've got a good little stash of this. And I grabbed 3 or 4 hides, I believe it is. I have a very limited supply, just for a couple of hides, of this brown goat. And it is going to be listed as limited supply brown goat. I'm trying my best to keep this stuff organized. And again, we'll have it time-stamped, and I will take you to the next part. All right, presto changeo. One addition, I forgot my white goat. White goat. Now we're on to the, for the most part, calf. This is on our website, has been for a while, and I think I have a couple of hides of this distressed caramel, we call it. And I'm finding things we didn't have listed. If you don't know, I make these videos, and the videos, I can have stuff run out, but the order form is always correct, and it never hurts to ask. This is our tan calf, and it's a very soft leather. Well, let me back up. It's very pliable. I wouldn't call it soft. And this one wasn't even on the website, I don't think. It is a black, has a lot of nice texture to it. It's very supple, a little thicker. It would be close to 2.5, 3 ounces. And this is, I've been doing here recently, mucho apologies. This is my deer tanned calf is what it is. It's a deer tanning process on calf leather. It winds up being very soft. And it's porous. Has a really nice pattern. Now I scored this thing you see right here today. This is a water buffalo, and for right now it's the only one I have. He's supposed to be getting regular supply from India, but those tariffs are playing havoc with it. First time I've not cared for them tariffs, to tell you the truth. But this is a brown water buffalo. It's almost supple, real soft. No, it's supple, and be very durable. Has a really nice pattern, and it is I forget the fancy words, but it's not milled. It is naturally tanned, not a milled finish. I forget the fancy words for that, but very nice. And hopefully be getting some more of this in the future in different colors. And for right now, it won't have any extra price on it. It may, if I like the other stuff. But this was given, he had a sample of it. I said, let me buy it. He said, buy it. And there's probably enough here for about 5 Bibles. Very nice leather. And this is my dark chocolate brown. You said that's black. Nope, it's brown, but it's that dark. I've done 1 or 2 in it. Customer just loved it. It's for that guy that, not really black, but I don't want something, over the top. This is a very smooth grain. And didn't know my camera would get that close, to tell you the truth. Dark chocolate brown calf. And moving on here. This is a green I've had for some time and have an ample supply of it. I've used several hides of it, but green calf. You say, what's the difference in ample supply? Like, I think this is all I have in the shop, but I can get this all day long. Most of this when I'm referring to that, I'm referring to panhandle leather. This one is very nice leather. Smooth, extremely consistent in texture. Let's see here. I've got red that is pretty much the same leather. And I've done several. I've used several hides of red. And it makes for a nice Bible. Has not a lot of shininess to it. Remember that, okay? Because we're coming to the super shiny red here in a minute. Matter of fact, just for contrast, I ordered this, and I've done a couple in it. I have one coming up, but it is shiny red. And that ain't for everybody, but it is for some. But it makes a nice rebind. I think I've done 2 in it. This is a yellow. I can get it all day long. I think I've got another hide up there. And I've used it more for liners. Just did a guy's Bible in this. And he ordered 3 more Bibles. 2 of them will be in this yellow calf. It's a very pliable, very soft in the hand. Nice thin. This thing's short of 2 ounces. And if I don't get it mixed up in ounces, a 32nd of an inch. And this is another acquired taste leather, my crinkly black leather. I think it's listed as such. So why does it say that? Because it just crinkles everywhere you go. And when you have the Bible and you open it, that's what it does. It's unique. It's a very nice leather, but it's crinkly. Let's see. Now, that is all the calf, I do believe. Now I'm going to bring out the calf pull-up that I do a fair amount of. There's one stray calf came running in there at the last minute. This is a blue calf on the website. It's going to be a lighter blue, I'm sure. Then the rest are my pull-up leathers. And this one is I don't have the website before me, but I think we call it a brown gray. And what's the difference in the pull-up? The difference in the pull-up is it takes on all that character. And what it is that it actually patinas faster. Shows wear. And people either love it or absolutely not. But those that love it, love it. This is I've got several of these right now. Green what do we call that on the website? Green, olive green. Olive green pull-up leather. And it just, everything pull-up leather. Got a couple of hides of that. And this is the blue pull-up. I still leave it as a pull-up. It's not near as prone to some of the qualities, but it still is a pull-up leather. It's a thicker in the hand, really nice. I've done several Bibles in this. A little thicker in the hand. And now we're going to go on to liners next. Now we are going with the liners. You say, what's the difference between a liner? The biggest thing I look for in a liner is the thin, not so much thin, but the fold over. Because that winds up being the hinge. I can use any leather on the inside, but it becomes less and less suitable. When I use a thick leather, an outside leather for the inside, I do an exceptional amount of skiving to skive down the part that hinges over. But as a general rule, these are the ones I like to use for liners. And this one I have had, and it is listed as a light brown sheep. And I thought I was buying the same thing today, but I wound up with a regular brown sheep. And these are, give you a little difference. These three right here are a little bit thicker. They're going to be every bit of 1.5 ounces. They might be 2. And a lot of times liner, it winds up a lot softer in the hand. Anyways, this one is a lot more thinner like typically I like to get, which is but it's a little firmer. We call this stone something, sandy stone on the website. And I think I've got plenty of that. This brick red makes for a really good liner. And brick red sheep, what that is. And this is the last piece of this, but I'm going to order some more. We call it copper goat, excuse me. Copper goat makes a good liner. I always have an abundance of black sheep for a liner, really good liner material. And this is a green calf liner. Very pliable, makes a good liner. This is a brown calf liner. And makes a good liner. And then for some reason, I don't remember. I remember buying this because a lot of people like a lighter liner. And this is a calf, really good liner. What color we call this? Lavender, right? Yeah. Lavender. Now, I don't know what came over me buying this one. I got a feeling my wife was with me this day. What's it called on the website, Mom? Shiny Rose or something like that? Shiny Pink. And it is. And I can use this one on the outside, no worries, but it makes a really good liner. This one I originally purchased for an exterior. It can be used as such, but I like it better for a liner, just the fold over. Before I turn you loose, let me show you an example of what I'm talking about. This is a reject one. I show it to people when they come in my shop, but that becomes the hinge. Text block sits in there, becomes the hinge. Has to do with how well it lays over flat. Now, I will have some addendums, and remember, as a general rule, the order site, the order form on the website is very up to date. The YouTube videos, as I run out, I can't just snippet it out of the video. And I've got some more purchases going to be coming up before too long, so there will be an addendum. I believe I'm going to be bringing back the black veg tan sheep that I used when I first started. It's just a handsome leather that I lost the ability to get. It is now available again. All righty. Lord bless you. A little snippet is the yellow calf. I think I had it on the exterior portion, but I have an abundant supply of it. And with a lot of combination, it makes a good liner. I've used it more for a liner than the exterior. It works both ways, but it's a really good liner for Bibles as well.